It was 5:04 a.m. when I jolted awake to the sound of chimes, airy flute music, and someone exhaling like they were trying to extinguish a forest fire. At first, I thought I was dreaming, or maybe a raccoon had knocked over my wind chimes again. But when I dragged myself to the window overlooking my backyard, my jaw hit the floor. There, in a neon yellow yoga outfit that could have guided ships through fog, was Lisa, leading a full-on sunrise yoga class right by my pool. Not near it, not across from it, feet from the water, where my favorite lounge chair usually sat. She wasn't alone either. 7 women, lined up like a flock of overly caffeinated flamingos, mirrored her every move as she bellowed about unleashing their inner radiance. I rubbed my eyes, half-con VY, and said I was still asleep. Was my backyard a yoga studio now? I grabbed my phone, snapped a few pictures for proof because who'd believe this, and stormed downstairs. As I stepped onto the porch, Lisa spotted me and had the nerve to wave like I was crashing her private retreat. "Oh, Tom, good morning. Isn't this VYB just heavenly?" she chirped, stretching skyward like she was reaching for my last shred of patience. "What the hell are you doing on my property?" I shot back, keeping my voice low but sharp enough to slice through her zen bubble. Lisa didn't even flinch. "We're holding a community sunrise session," she said, all smug. "It's part of the new HOA wellness initiative. I emailed the group last night." I blinked. "And that gives you the right to take over my backyard?" She glanced around, playing innocent. "Well, your yard's next to the community path, and the bylaws say the HOA can request use of adjacent green spaces for active VY ties." I looked at the community path, a 6-inch strip of sidewalk 20 feet away, and laughed. There was no legal ground here, just my lawn, my concrete, and my pool tiles being trampled at dawn. "Request, Lisa, not seize. Get off my property." She pulled a pamphlet from her yoga mat like it was a sacred scroll. "You're so negative, Tom. Join us. This is about harmony." One of her followers, annoyed her warrior pose was interrupted, muttered about me hating peace. Another said I should be grateful for the positive VY best. I took a deep breath. The old me might have yelled, maybe call the cops, but not today. I turned and walked inside without another word. Lisa shouted after me, "We'll be here every morning this week, 5 a.m. sharp. Join us." She thought I'd caved, that I'd let her HOA wellness cult steamroll me. She had no idea I'd installed state-of-the-art motion sensors last month, not for yoga, but for raccoons. Those little bandits kept raiding my trash, so I got a system with floodlights, audio alerts, facial recognition, and a smart sprinkler setup. Overkill for raccoons, but perfect for Lisa. Sipping coffee, I listened to her chant, "Inhale the sunrise," and opened the control app. The system had logged 8 intruders, complete with snapshots. These weren't just trespassers, they were documented VY-O-ladders. This wasn't going to be a petty argument. This was going to be surgical, legal revenge. I'd make them wish they'd never unrolled a yoga mat near my property, and I'd do it without breaking a single HOA rule. By evening, my backyard was a fortress. Sprinklers synced to the sensors, floodlights aimed at the yoga zone, and hidden Bluetooth speakers loaded with my custom audio. A robotic voice saying, "Warning, you are trespassing. Leave or face water-based enforcement." And for fun, goat screams. I printed private property, note trespassing signs, and posted them by the bushes Lisa claimed were neighborhood aesthetic. I called my cousin Jake, a lawyer who loved dismantling HOA nonsense. I sent him the VY Deos, photos, and Lisa's pamphlet. He laughed so hard he nearly choked. "She thinks this holds up? That's your yard, man." I asked for a cease and desist letter, something official. "Done," he said. "You'll have it by morning." I posted a vague warning in the neighborhood group chat, a photo of the sign, and a caption, "Respect private property. Motion sensors active. Trespassing triggers automatic responses." Lisa fired back, "This feels hostile. We're promoting wellness, not fear." The HOA president, her buddy Sarah, chimed in, "We'll discuss this tone at the next meeting." The chat blew up. Half the neighborhood backed me, half accused me of being anti-community. One guy sent a sunflower emoji. No idea what that meant. I didn't care. I upgraded the sensors to recognize Lisa's face, and start recording the second she got near the pool. The footage saved to a cloud folder I called Lisa's Crimes. At 9:30 p.m., I checked the setup. Everything was armed. My dog, Rusty, wagged his tail, obliquely VY us to the war brewing. I set my alarm for 4:45 a.m. and barely slept, buzzing with anticipation. When the alarm hit, I grabbed my robe, phone, and coffee, creeping downstairs like it was Christmas morning. The cameras were live. At 5:01 a.m., the gate creaked. Lisa led 6 sleepy women, mats in hand, like they were entering a temple. She struck a pose by the pool, chanting, "Breathe in light, breathe out dark." She didn't finish. At 5:03, the sensors kicked in. Red lights flashed like a cop car. Lisa froze. Then the siren blared. Intruder alert. Trespassers detected. Pure chaos erupted. Women screamed. Mats flew. Someone slipped and landed hard. The sprinklers unleashed cold, high-pressure jets. They shrieked, sliding across wet tiles like panicked penguins. Then the speakers blasted goat screams, followed by my voice. "This is not your Zen zone. Exit or embrace the chaos." Lisa, soaked and furious, pounded on my door. "Tom, you maniac. Turn this off." I hit another button, and opera music roared. Someone's wig flew off and floated in the pool like a sad jellyfish. They fled through the side gate, wet and humiliated. I shut it down, exhaled, and grinned. Rusty wagged his tail. A neighbor clapped in the distance. It was the best 5 minutes of my life. By 8 a.m., the HOA chat was a war zone. Lisa's friend posted a blurry video of the sprinkler chaos, captioned, "This is how Tom treats peaceful women meditating." It backfired 150 comments, mostly laughing emojis, and "play stupid yoga, win stupid prizes." At 8:15, Lisa banged on my door like she wanted to break it. I opened it, phone recording behind my back. She shoved a fake HOA notice at me. UVY OLAT wellness regulations. Dulaw 500 fine for emotional distress VY a water deployment. I read it, barely holding back laughter. "This isn't real, Lisa. There's no such rule." She hissed, "You're not a lawyer." I smiled. "Mine is." "Want a copy of his cease and desist." She stepped back like I'd splashed her again. "You'll regret this," she spat, storming off. I filed a police report that afternoon, handing over VY Deos, photos, and the fake fine. The officer, clearly done with Lisa, sighed. "Third complaint this month. She's crossed the line." He filed it, warning her of real consequences next time. That night, a motion camera caught Lisa pacing by the clubhouse with a clipboard, probably collecting signatures to paint me as the VY lane. But the neighborhood wasn't buying it. Her sprinkler slip was VY Ral, dubbed Lisa's backyard baptism. At the HOA meeting 2 days later, neighbors showed up in Namaste away from my yard shirts. Lisa accused me of harassment, but someone yelled, "Tell it to the sprinkler." Even Sarah cracked a smile. Lisa's motion to ban censors was crushed. My cease and desist went on record. Lisa left early, red-faced, muttering about being misunderstood. I knew she wasn't done. 3 days of silence had me on edge. Then, a letter appeared on my door, printed on fake HOA letterhead, claiming I'd VY OLAT Article 8, subsection 3B, with hostile surveillance. It demanded Dulaw 1,000. I laughed, scanned it, and sent it to Jake. "She's impersonating HOA authority," he fumed. "One more, and it's fraud." I upgraded the sensors again, thermal cameras, mic-triggered responses, and new speakers under the deck with lines like, "Lisa, we know it's you. Reconsider your life choices." I sent a notarized cease and desist to every HOA member, warning of legal escalation. At 12:32 a.m., Lisa and 2 hooded accomplices crept into my yard like discount ninjas. I watched from my window, sipping tea. The lights exploded, my voice boomed. Intrusion detected. "Lisa, we told you." One fell into a bush. Dog barks, sirens, and a loud fart noise I'd added for kicks played. High-pressure hoses soaked them. Lisa dropped her clipboard and ran. I called the cops, streaming the footage. They arrived as Lisa argued outside the fence. "You're coming with us," the officer said. Handcuffed in pajamas, screaming about psychological warfare, she was arrested. The HOA was stunned. Lisa was suspended indefinitely, her fines erased, and a new Lisa rule banned unapproved HOA actions. A week later, she tried one last stunt, a candlelit seance on my driveway at 4:59 a.m. I hit the button. Floodlights blazed, a voice announced, "Welcome to Tom's Driveway Meditation Experience. Lesson: respect private property." A drone dumped biodegradable glitter foam. Lisa fell, screaming about her sensitive skin, and fled, sparkling like a disco ball. The footage, blurred and legal, went viral as glitter meditation. The HOA banned her for good. She put her house up for sale, Leah VYing a glitter-stained driveway. As her van drove off, my speakers played, "Namaste Somewhere Else." I sipped tea, smiled, and savored the peace. What do you think? Was I too harsh? Or did Lisa deserve every sparkling second? Should HOAs have power over private yards? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more wild neighborhood tales.